ACIT Tutoring Site Coordinator Training. Please note that at the bottom of your screen you may stop, start, or pause this training at any time. There may be times when you would like to take notes and pause at that time. Please be sure to turn your volume up as high as it'll go, as the volume is rather low in the training. Bay Area Education Support Systems, known as Baess, have been owned by Jack McAvoy and Bill Kramer since 1995. Your other support staff include Barbara Sabadini and Jana Barbaro. Mission Statement and Goals. Mission Statement. At our Sylvan Learning Centers and in our school programs, our ultimate goal is to achieve 100% satisfaction. We pledge to use our best efforts and all reasonable means to meet this goal. We are always available to answer any questions you may have about your child's program, progress, teachers, procedures, or any other issues. We are committed to making a positive difference in your child's future. Guests of the school. We will always act as guests on our school site. As guests, we maintain a sense of gratitude that we have been allowed space on the school campus. We will respect teachers and their classrooms, as well as principals and after-school coordinators. We agree to not use school materials. And we will work to maintain a positive relationship with our schools, which is essential for ongoing relationships. Site Coordinator Responsibilities. Site Coordinator Primary Responsibilities. The Site Coordinator is the point person at the school site. You have two primary responsibilities. The first is to maintain the integrity of the academic program, and the second is to facilitate communication between the school site and Sylvan. Depending on the district in which you will work, you will need to know how many student slots are available to the school, and to keep those slots filled at all times. You will be given school contact information and may need to check slots daily. This is applicable only to those districts who continue to have open slots. You will be instructed in this upon hire. You are responsible for managing daily attendance, supporting ACIT teachers, and resolving and communicating student behavior problems to parents. Teachers will communicate problems to you. Your responsibility is to resolve the issue or communicate the problem to Sylvan. You will be responsible for making sure teachers and students have all the supplies they need, updating parent contact information, etc. Please submit attendance to your program manager or Jana every 2 weeks via email. Site Coordinator Standard Daily Procedures. Arrive 15 minutes prior to teaching hour to make sure that classroom space is ready for your teachers. Each teacher is also required to arrive 15 minutes before class time. Make sure all teachers are timely. Within 15 minutes of session starting, check which students are missing and contact those families with missing students. Request that students are brought to tutoring. Students may forfeit their slot if they miss more than 2 sessions. Check with the school if there are any additional slots that we can fill. If not, we need to make extra efforts to ensure that the students attend their sessions. Teachers are required to communicate to you if they will be absent. If you know a teacher will be absent, contact Jana or your program manager so that she may locate a substitute. In some cases, you will be asked to sub for a teacher if they are absent. Make sure you know where the teacher manual is and what lesson the students are on. Additional Site Coordinator Responsibilities. Attend all assigned training and recertification sessions. Complete all assigned Sylvan University online education modules. Understand that you are representing Sylvan. Please dress and comport yourself in a professional manner. Please do not wear jeans. If you are unable to attend a tutoring session at your site, notify Jana Barbaro or your program manager as soon as possible so that a substitute can be contacted. Be aware that teachers are working to achieve 1 year's academic growth. Make sure your teachers leave all rooms used for tutoring in better condition than when they arrived. Keep a record of all parent communication with date and times and reason for communication. Make parents aware that attendance is mandatory and that Sylvan takes precedence over all other activities. Students may be terminated from the program after 2 absences to leave room for additional students. Additional site coordinator responsibilities. Observe students in the classroom. If students seem to be leveled incorrectly, work is either too difficult or too easy, let Jana or your program manager know. We will work to place the student in another group. Observe your teachers in the classroom. Help them with classroom management techniques and work to diffuse any difficult situations that may arise in the classroom. Make sure your teachers have enough snacks, supplies, gift cards, etc. Inform Jana or your program manager if you are short. You are responsible for making sure every student is safe until they are picked up by the responsible party. Never leave a student unattended. Your tutor's responsibilities. The tutor's responsibilities. Create energy and fun in the learning process. It is essential for academic growth, student attendance, and continued positive relationships with schools and districts that our students enjoy their learning process as much as possible. We can achieve these goals when the tutor and you get to know your students well. Students behave better with teachers they like and respect. Control the learning environment with positive reinforcement rather than negative. Handle discipline issues appropriately, first within the classroom using the token reward system to manage behavior. Next, request assistance from you, the lead teacher or site coordinator. The tutor's additional responsibilities. They are also to attend the training sessions, as well as complete all assigned Sylvan University online education modules. They are also to understand that they are representing Sylvan and dress and comport themselves in a professional manner without jeans. They are to keep the ACIT tutoring kit in a safe place, being sure that materials such as pencils, markers, erasers, math manipulatives are ready prior to each class. If they are unable to attend a tutoring session, they are to notify you as soon as possible so that a substitute tutor can be contacted. They are to share any concerns with you. They are to be aware that they are working to achieve 1 year's academic growth on the post-test, and they are to leave all rooms used for tutoring in better condition than when they arrived. Standard daily tutoring procedures. Tutors are to arrive 15 minutes prior to teaching hour, and they are compensated for this time. They are to greet students at pickup location, know where each child is to go after tutoring, and know how they are going to be going home. Assist in passing out snack to each student daily. Follow daily lesson plans and ACIT teacher manual. And math tutors need to engage students by using math manipulatives every hour. Sylvan University Now, or SUN. You will be given some specific courses to view online. These courses will directly relate to ACIT curriculum and how to teach the direct instruction lessons. This training will discuss operations specific to Baess. To log in, go to www.sylvanu.com. Under the student login, your user name is the first and last name. Your password is Sylvan101. Click on the courses that have been pre-assigned to you. Each course is approximately 20 to 30 minutes long. Please email Jana at jana@sylvanpiedmont.com when you have completed the entire coursework. Attendance procedures. Fill out the ACIT attendance sheet completely within the first 5 minutes of class. Use the attendance sheet as a way to mark the total number of hours the student has attended. This is an easy way to track student hours attended. Leave blank if the student is absent. You will review attendance within the first hour of instruction. Here's a sample attendance sheet. Note that there was no class on Wednesday the 26th and that Elizabeth and Jose were both missing on Tuesday the 25th. The hours on Thursday the 27th were changed accordingly. Please also note the proficiency on the right-hand side. The teachers will need to fill this in. More about this in a moment. Proficiency. Teachers should refer to their ACIT teacher manual for the 1 to 3 proficiency scale. They will need to evaluate each student's academic proficiency every 2 weeks. Here is a sample rubric for proficiency. They will find this rubric in their teacher manual. Academic daily tutoring procedures. Teachers are to handle discipline issues appropriately, first within the group, and then if further assistance is needed, they will contact you. 5 to 10 minutes before the tutoring ends, make sure to record each student's tokens, including group tokens, in the token tracker page of their student resource book. They are to assess and record every child's proficiency in reading and math every 2 weeks and add on to the attendance record. And we ask the teachers to use the 99 ways to say very good as a reference when making comments. Here are almost 99 ways to say good job. Tokens. Benefits. Increases student motivation, increases student self-esteem, improves table management, students receive incentives and gift cards, and give 10 to 12 tokens per hour. Tokens. Tutors are to manage tokens by indicating on the token tracker each time a student reaches 200 tokens, so a gift card can be sent to the site for the students. Elementary school students can also receive a $5 gift card for perfect attendance every 2 weeks. Middle and high school students will receive 2 $5 gift cards for perfect attendance every 2 weeks. They will not receive daily tokens. Students who do not have perfect attendance after 2 weeks can restart the clock after each 2-week period. Be aware, some students may change the token amount on their token tracker. Be sure to keep an eye on this. Here is a sample token tracker. Compensation and payroll. Compensation for site coordinators. The hourly rate is $22 an hour. You are paid additional compensation at the conclusion of a 30-hour program. You'll receive a $50 training compensation for completing ACIT online training modules and a $50 training compensation for completing the site coordinator training webinar and emailing the completed check for understanding at the conclusion of this training. You also receive a bonus. You will receive $10 per student who attends 26 hours or greater of instruction on a 30-hour program, or $10 a student who attends 30 hours or more on a 35-hour program. Payroll login information. Please take a moment and jot down the website information for the payroll. Your badge ID and PIN will be the last 4 digits of your Social Security number. The first screen will show the words invalid. Click the OK button and proceed to the Worksheet tab on the next page. Find the correct day and add your hours. Make sure to use a colon. For example, 2 hours of work would be 2:00. Please save the badge and PIN ID screen to your favorites. This will facilitate future logins. Note that you will not receive a check in the mail. To view your check, you will need to log into the website following and input the username and password assigned to you by our payroll person, Baess. Please submit your hours daily. If you have trouble logging into the system, please contact Babs at 352-489-6343 or babsnavarra5@yahoo.com. Assessments. Sylvan uses the GRADE reading assessment and the GMADE math assessment. The GRADE and GMADE are diagnostic reading and math tests that determine what developmental skills students pre-K through 12th grade have mastered and where they need instruction or intervention. GRADE and GMADE are group administered, norm referenced, and based on scientific research. You may be asked to help in the administration of these assessments. There are bubble sheets for grades 4 and up. The pre-tests are Form A and the post-tests are Form B. There is a teacher's manual for reading assessments. Please be sure that the student fills out the full name, grade, date of birth, school, and test date on the front side of the answer key. Here is a sample answer key for the GMADE. Education. Reading. In your teacher's reading kit, they will find the teacher lesson manual, anthology books, student resource books, tokens, cups, pencils, markers, and whiteboards, and test results for each student. ACET reading lessons will contain the following elements. Reading fluency. Fluency is important because it provides a bridge between word recognition and comprehension. Because fluent readers do not have to concentrate on decoding the words, they can focus their attention on what the text means. They can make connections among the ideas in the text and their background knowledge. Vocabulary development. There are two types of vocabulary, oral and print. Oral vocabulary refers to words that are used in speaking or recognized when listening. Print vocabulary is synonymous with reading vocabulary and refers to words we recognize and use in print. Vocabulary is an important part of learning to read. Beginning readers use the words they have heard to make sense of the words they see in print and will have a more difficult time reading words that are not part of their oral vocabulary. Comprehension. Reading comprehension is the ability to understand printed text relatively easy. It is required that students decode language effortlessly before comprehension can be accomplished. The Sylvan program promotes numerous specific strategies to teach comprehension, such as identifying main idea, fact and opinion, cause and effect, drawing inferences and conclusions, etc. Phonics and decoding skills and sight vocabulary. To read effectively, all students need to recognize words and sounds in order to decode unfamiliar words. The Sylvan program contains a great deal of phonics instruction in levels K through 3rd. Basic sight words are words that occur frequently in most materials students encounter. Because these words appear frequently, it is essential that students recognize them instantly. Kindergarten, first grade students are required to be able to identify the first 100 sight or high frequency words. Here is a sample ACET lesson that your teacher will find. Table management, the art of making it look easy. Good teachers know how to manage their classrooms, just as you will need to know how to manage your group of 6 to 8 students. It is essential that the tutors set ground rules and expectations from the minute all the students sit down at their table. This will set the tone for the entire program. When all the students have been assembled, tutors should take 15 to 20 minutes to introduce themselves, the Sylvan program, and explain to the students why they are participating. They should go over the schedule and explain how they plan to handle snack and if the student will be given any breaks during the day. Explain how they will earn tokens. Being in a Sylvan program is special, and if you treat it this way, so will your students. Note: Sylvan teachers are to be addressed as Ms. or Mr. For example, either Ms. Barbara or Ms. Sabadini. This helps to establish you as the adult in charge. They are to ask the students about themselves and allow them to take a moment to introduce themselves. They are to establish rules that they will stick to for the duration of the program. Example of rules are in the next slide. Rules and expectations for your students. Let students know that their teacher, their principal, and their parents want them to be in this program and for them to succeed, and will support your teachers with consequences should rules not be followed. They are to set up rules in the beginning and reinforce them every day as needed. Number 1. Students may use the bathroom or get water before or after their sessions with you, not during instruction. They are then to use the bathroom one student at a time. If there is snack time, students may use the bathroom at this time. 2. Hands are raised for questions. Students may not speak unless their hands are raised. Tutors will have a mess on their hands if this rule is not followed. 3. Students are to be respectful of their peers, their teacher, the classroom, and the Sylvan materials. Be explicit with regard to what respect means. 4. Students need to try their best. 5. Teachers should explain how they want them to enter and exit the classroom. Younger students expect to line up quietly at the door and wait for instruction. Older students are generally given more freedom, but do not leave a room without permission. Math. In your teacher's math kit, they will find the teacher lesson manual, student resource books, math manipulatives, tokens, cups, pencils, markers, and whiteboards, and test scores for your students. Math manipulatives. Math teachers may find some or all of the following in their math kits: base 10 blocks, wraparounds, 2 colored counters, colored cubes, math links, or if they're younger, teddy bears. Please be sure to have your teachers use math manipulatives every day. Good math instruction. Each math lesson should include the following: review of prior skill, basic math fact practice, in-depth description of math vocabulary, problem-solving activities, math concepts reinforced through oral and written communication. Here is a sample ACET math lesson. Teacher evaluations. We believe that all good teachers benefit from evaluation so that we may offer appropriate support as needed. Here are some examples of what we will be looking for during observation. Tutor is available and is present before the delivery of services and assumes responsibility for student until tutoring begins. Tutor assumes responsibility for students after the delivery of services and remains until all students are picked up. Tutor is prepared and begins instruction on time and has instructional materials available for students. The tutor can describe the learning goal at the start of the activity, and the student can repeat the learning goals for each activity. The tutor is aware and has access and uses student-level data. Attendance is tracked daily. The tutor differentiates instruction to meet the different learning styles of the student. The tutor incorporates and models a variety of instructional strategies to encourage engagement and to build academic skills. And the tutor and student interact with one another in a friendly and respectful way. Please note that you may be asked to conduct these teacher evaluations. Check for understanding. Please email jana@sylvanpiedmont.com with answers to the following questions. 1. Who do you ask for help if you are having difficulties submitting payroll? 2. How would you describe the academic goals of your students? 3. What impact do you want to make for your group of students? 4. How best can we be supportive and helpful in your efforts to be successful with your students? 5. How can you help support discipline problems within your teachers' groups? And lastly, we thank you for joining the Baess team and helping us to make a difference in our students' lives.